indeed a rare privilege. Gurudev Shri Shri Ravi Sankar ji is a global humanitarian, spiritual leader and peace envoy. Gurudev has been teaching breath-based meditation techniques for health and well-being for more than 40 years. His approach blends ancient Vedic wisdom and modern sensibility for a new paradigm of leadership and living a stress-free, violence-free society. Gurudev believes inner peace is the key to peace in the world outside. He has sought to build bridges between beliefs and religions to universalize wisdom and build greater compassion, love, and mutual understanding. Gurudev has inspired a wave of volunteerism and service for a better society. More than 30,000 active teachers and over 1 million volunteers are engaged in building conscious and caring communities in 156 countries. Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to present a short video on his life and times.
तमिलनाडु के एक छोटे से गांव पापनाशम में हुआ। बाल्यकाल से ही वे प्राय गहरे ध्यान की अवस्था में पाए जाते थे। वे कहते थे कि मेरा परिवार हर जगह है और लोग मेरी राह देख रहे हैं। उन्होंने मात्र 4 वर्ष की आयु में श्रीमद् भगवद गीता का पाठ कर अपने शिक्षक को चकित कर दिया। गुरुदेव ने अपना जीवन आध्यात्मिक ज्ञान को पुनर्जीवित करने के लिए समर्पित कर दिया, जिसके माध्यम से विश्व के करोड़ों लोग खुशहाल जीवन जीने में सक्षम हो सके।
In an era when ancient wisdom was buried under years of ritualistic practices, when games became wars and wars were played like games, a young boy was found in deep meditation in a quaint village in South India known as Ravi Sankar. He would say, "I have family everywhere. People are waiting for me." He astonished his teachers by reciting the Bhagavad Gita at a tender age of 4. With his education in Vedic literature and physics and his deep and profound knowledge of the spiritual world, he became one of the most prominent sages of the modern world. All through his life, he has been reviving ancient knowledge and creating tools and techniques that have benefited millions across the globe in living a deeper and a more joyous life. In 1981, the Art of Living was established by Gurudev Shri Shri Ravi Sankar. Nurtured by his care and contribution, the Art of Living has rapidly grown across 156 countries, reaching over 450 million people.
More people are searching harder for inner peace these days. Would you agree?
Correct.
One of Gurudev's most unique offerings to the world is the Sudarshan Kriya, a powerful breathing technique that facilitates physical, mental, emotional and social well-being. He has designed 57 exclusive courses that empower individuals and cater to the needs of a wide spectrum of institutions in the society. Back then, Gurudev started the Art of Living service projects by taking responsibility of reviving a sinking school which had no funds. Today, his intention has manifested in over 702 free schools, which provides education and food to more than 80,000 children in rural and tribal parts of India. During the COVID-19 pandemic, the Art of Living Foundation pioneered the I Stand With Humanity initiative, providing more than 80 million meals to the daily wage earners in over 170 cities across India. The service initiative during the pandemic included the distribution of 6,000 tons of food to 5 million families. It helped set up 7 COVID care hospitals and provided with over 200,000 PPE kits. Trauma relief programs were also conducted for more than 1 million migrant laborers and COVID warriors to bring mental relief. To combat the fear, stress and anxiety during such times, Gurudev launched the World Meditates campaign and also personally conducted online guided meditations twice daily, touching the lives of millions by bringing solace and keeping the hope alive. From childhood, Gurudev had immense faith in the principle of non-violence. With escalating violence and conflict in the world, Gurudev has brought peace in situations where war seemed like the only solution. Thousands of militants and Naxalites laid down their weapons and chose meditation in the northeast and other parts of India.
এই সংগ্ৰামখনত আমি সফল হ'ব নোৱাৰিলোঁ। লাষ্টত গম পালোঁ যে সশস্ত্ৰ সংগ্ৰামৰ জৰিয়তে আমি জাতীয় মুক্তি সংগ্ৰামত জয়ী হ'ব নোৱাৰিম।
His efforts include bringing an end to a 52-year-old fierce conflict between the FARC and the Colombian government.
Ojalá podamos los colombianos abrazar pronto el principio gandiano de la no violencia. Coincidimos con el maestro Shankar.
Gurudev has visited Iraq several times and addressed peace conferences to bring respite to the nation and its citizens. He has hosted a series of trust-enhancing interventions in Jammu and Kashmir, providing all the stakeholders to voice their opinions in an effort to restore peace in the valley.
I was named Muhammad, but after becoming a militant, I was called Khalid. We had been taught to operate guns, arms and train other youths. But now, after doing the Art of Living course and meeting Shri Shri, we realized we had chosen the wrong path. We now want to spread love and non-violence in Kashmir.
Gurudev's programs have impacted people involved in armed conflicts across the world, making him a global ambassador of peace.
We gather today in this wonderful occasion of tolerance, blessed by our Master of Love.
Gurudev strongly believes that behind every culprit there is a victim crying for help. The Art of Living prison program is helping to rehabilitate the prisoners. It has reached out to over 800,000 prisoners globally and has brought immense transformation in their lives.
I used to actually look forward to fights. But now since doing this course, I'm a total different person. I can now walk away from a fight.
I don't think any human being is totally bad. If he's bad, it's only his understanding, his behavior, his actions. But there is a good side to him. I only see that.
The Art of Living's Welcome Home Troops project has transformed lives and brought veterans out of aggression and depression. 94% of these veterans who were suffering from the unseen wounds of war reported peace of mind and reduced stress and anxiety levels. The Art of Living has also been working towards the betterment of the environment. 48 rivers and thousands of water bodies in India have been revived. Conducted more than 100,000 cleanliness drives. Planted over 81 million trees in 36 countries. More than 2.2 million farmers have been trained to adopt natural farming till date. Gurudev found the Shri Shri Rural Development Program Trust to empower rural India. Volunteers have developed thousands of model villages across India, providing solar energy to over 90,000 individuals under Light a Home project. Gurudev's vast global network of volunteers is well known for mobilizing trauma and disaster relief for the affected populations around the world. In a world torn apart by religious, social, national and cultural divides, Gurudev's vision is to see the whole world as one family. The World Culture Festival, the festival brought together over 3.75 million people from 155 countries with spectacular performances on a breathtaking 7-acre stage equivalent to 6 football fields by 36,602 dancers and musicians from around the globe, celebrating the diversity of all faiths and cultures. The Art of Living has hosted historic events leading to multiple Guinness World Records.
If you can have a mind of a scientist and a spiritual force of His Holiness Shri Shri Ravi Sankar ji gives, then we have a beautiful world and happy world and prosperous world.
And organizing a meeting no politician on earth could ever dream of.
The Art of Living Foundation. For 25 years it worked on programs promoting peace, combating violence and drug addiction, empowering our youth. It has an incredible following that cuts through all religions, cultures, and backgrounds. A very, very difficult thing to do in today's world.
Gurudev has been conferred with numerous awards around the globe, including the highest civilian award of Colombia, Mongolia, and Paraguay, the Padma Vibhushan, one of India's highest civilian award, and 23 honorary doctorates globally. His vision for the world is to see a smile on every face and create a stress-free and violence-free society.
The voice of peace, the voice of truth should be heard loud and clear.
Well, what a remarkable personality we have in our midst today. And now I would request Honorable Chief Minister of Assam, Dr. Himanta Biswa Sarma, to kindly come forward and take his seat on the dais. Gurudev Shri Shri Ravi Sankar ji, may I also request your kind presence on the stage to enlighten us all with your wealth of profound wisdom.
Namaskar everyone, how are you all today? Last week our Honorable Chief Minister Himanta Biswa ji visited Bangalore, and usually today is Mahalaya Amavasya, and from today there is pujas happening in Bangalore ashram. And so I usually go to silence today, this evening. Say. Yearly once I too take some silence. So he said, no, you must come, Gurudev. This is a Chintan Shibir we are doing with all our ministers and bureaucrats. I said, I'll definitely come. So nice to be with you all. See, you are all the leaders of the society, correct? There is an ancient saying, Mahajano yena gatas sapanta. Where the leaders walk, that is the path. And so you are laying out a path. So now laying out a path or leading people on a path is not an easy job. You all know that. I don't have to tell you much about it. What are the challenges you would come across? First, I would like to come up with you to ask you to make a vision, one for yourself. See, when we fix a vision for ourselves, then lot of confusion about ourselves goes away. What is that you want in your life? What is the vision you have? There is a personal vision. And then you can't stop with just only personal vision. Then you have to have a bigger vision, universal vision. What is the vision you have for the state? And now, these two are not in conflict, mind you. When you fix your personal vision, your mind is at rest. Okay, this is what I want to achieve. I want to get my daughter married, my son educated, my house built in wherever, you know. This is my personal vision. You make a point, write that down, and keep it aside. Now you think how you would like to be remembered. What type of officer you are, that people, or minister you are, that people remember you for times to come. So see, this is the bridge between a personal vision and national vision. What is that you would like to contribute to the society? How you would like to take it forward? This is the personal vision, the collective vision. And of course, you have such a brilliant CM here who has brought all the states together. And I know him personally from last 20 years, more than 20 years. And he has that patience, he has that leadership qualities, right then. So how we can align with our leader's vision and contribute to that, this is another thing that we can say. Or if we find that there is a better vision than whatever leader is saying, how we can convince our leader for that better option that we think about. You know, it's very important for a leader to have a teamwork. First one is having a vision. Second is teamwork. Now look at your team. Are you a team builder? You have to ask yourself. Often we think, because we are in a position, we think we have a team. You know, many times we don't have. Because people have different tendencies and ideas. They don't open their mind and heart to you. They keep it too close to themselves. There is a fear. If there is a fear in the member of your team, it is no team. What do you say? Do you agree with me? Huh? So, can you create your own team with no fear there? Then they will work with full honesty. They will work with you with full potential. And this is what you want. Right? So, you may have a great vision, but how to bring that great vision to the next generation, the next level of people, this is a challenge. आपके पास एक बहुत बढ़िया विजन है, मगर वो विजन को कैसे आप अपने डिपार्टमेंट में नीचे तक पहुंचाना है, ये एक बड़ा चैलेंज है, टास्क है, मगर ये संभव है. It is possible to do that. So here I would say there is a difference between motivation and inspiration. Motivation is you give them some rise, give them one bonus, or upgrade them, you know. What do you call that? You give them one increment, or higher post. But that motivation stays for a very short period of time. आपने एक इंक्रीमेंट दिया, 6 महीने में सब भूल जाएंगे. और अक्सर मोटिवेशन को ये समझते हैं कि ये हमारा अधिकार है, हमको मिला है, तो उसके प्रति कोई भाव नहीं होता. मगर if you inspire people, if you are inspired, then they put their 100%. मैं आपको बताता हूँ, हमारे सेटअप में भी बेंगलुरु आश्रम में हज़ारों लोग आते हैं. हर रोज़ हमारे यहाँ कोई 20-30 हज़ार भोजन बनता है नवरात्रों में तो 1 लाख से ज़्यादा लोग आते हैं. तो हमारे अलग अलग डिपार्टमेंट है, गौशाला का, इसका रिसेप्शन का. You know, वहाँ पर there the people, I had to tell them go rest. They say, no, Gurudev, we will complete this work, we will do. There is so much fire, enthusiasm in people. They want to do it and finish it, complete it. Now you see in your own department, with the under secretaries or joint secretaries and people below that, do they have such a passion for work? हमारे प्रधानमंत्री आप जानते हैं, he works for 20 घंटे तक काम करते हैं. हम तो कई बार बोलते हैं अब तो रेस्ट करो अच्छे से, जरूरी है. मगर पैशन है तो काम करते रहते हैं. जैसे अपना हेमंतो जी बहुत काम करते हैं लगकर. तो इस तरह की एक मान लो, जस्ट इमेजिन इफ यू हैव पीपल अंडर यू हु डू नॉट पोस्टपोन the files, they try to clear it as soon as possible and they work with a passion just for 2 more years, how would it be? Huh? It will be phenomenal. A phenomenal change can happen in society. So what you need to do, from motivation to inspiration. In the inspiration, what all you need to do is give a little bit of human touch. Don't treat people like objects or mechanical things. Just say hello to them, talk to them. Once in a while ask them, सब घर में ठीक तो है? देखो घर में, when in the home, if they are so troubled, in the office they come, they can't work properly, I tell you. They need that mental peace. They need that inner confidence that all will be fine. Then they are able to work better, put their 100%. One more thing that really helps here for them, for the motivation, is meditation. In the end, we will show you just a little summary of the scientific results and researches that has happened. Just 5-7 minutes of studies which has happened worldwide. How simple meditation, few minutes of meditation relaxation has completely transformed the work culture. That's why big companies today are all giving this M&M. You know what is M&M? Not the toffees you get in America. That's for kids. I say meals and meditation. Let everyone sit together, have a meal, and then few minutes of meditation, guided meditation. That makes a lot of change, so that people feel more energetic to continue, you know, after in the afternoon. You would have noticed morning you are working with freshness, but by the time 3 o'clock or 2 o'clock, you're already thinking of, let me pack this up and go home. Correct? If not you, at least your staff and people working underneath you. Am I correct? I'm not getting a big voice. Yes or no? You can say no also. Don't worry about it. Huh? Okay. So, motivation. Third thing is, be open to ideas and suggestions. Never taunt people. Never, look down upon people or be condescending to anybody. You don't know whose idea will be more valuable. So you must be open to ideas with even the most junior person. Sometimes the most junior person can come up with a brilliant idea. So one good thing of a good leader is he has ears to everybody. But he takes his own decision. But he does not create a wall between himself or herself with others, so that people feel that they can communicate better. No, in the world there is one thing that is the cause of most of the conflicts. You know what is it? breakdown of communication. It may not happen in the first instance, but keep communicating. Keep communicating. Keep going in that direction. So, improving the communication and open to communication from all levels. Sometimes you are surrounded with really stupid people, I tell you. And you have to manage them. A society consists of all type of people. You can't expect only brilliant and committed people around you. There are half-committed people, there are uncommitted people. But as a leader, you know how to use them, when to use them, for what you want to use them. This plan will be has to be very clear in your own mind. Okay, iska itna hi capacity hai. This man has only this much capacity. And if you put more load on the person who has more capacity, less capacity, he'll break down. You know, we conduct this DOPT meeting. I don't know whether some of you have come to Bangalore Ashram from here, from the central government many times. The government officers are sent for 5 days training in the Bangalore Ashram campus. There, you know, most of them say, see, we work very hard, we work good, and then we get more loaded, we get loaded with more work. And the inefficient people, they work less and then get away with everything. What to do? This is a challenge. They said, इसलिए हम सोच रहे हैं, we also not put so much. Why to get loaded with more work and get into this situation? इस तरह की mindset हो जाता है. So, what we need to do here is the leader has to take care of these items. जो अच्छे से काम करते हैं, उनको तो काम मिलता ही है. जो अच्छे से नहीं काम करते हैं, उनसे हम कैसे काम लें, ये बात हमको सोचना पड़ेगा. इसके लिए क्या करना पड़ेगा आपको? You will have to take just a few hours or few minutes even. That's good enough. And you sit and talk with the person. Suppose someone is very lazy, laid back. You call him, come, what is your problem? Why are you not being so competent? How can I help you? If you ask him, just asking this question is good enough. Tomorrow that clerk or that peon or that secretary or that PA will show you a better work than what he did the previous day. This is simple human psychology. I want to bring it to your notice. You may all know it already, but I just want to remind you if you already know. If you didn't know, it's a good thing to know. Isn't it? What do you say? Yeah. So, you look at your team from top to bottom and make sure you are connected with everyone in the team. And you are not seen as an obstinate leader who is not open to suggestions, who doesn't hear anybody. This type of impression you must not give to others. What do you say? Hai na? But you must be strong. You cannot be blown away by everybody's idea. You be strong, but you should come across as a person who is really taking care of the whole team. You know, in any society, you need 12 type of people. किसी भी संस्था में, ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में 12 टाइप के लोग होते हैं. 4 अच्छे, 4 कच्चे, 4 लुच्चे. You know, 4 good people, 4 mediocre, and 4 completely hopeless ones. These 12 people are present in society in everywhere, every field. Do you all agree with me? Now, you have to see that they all be utilized where they are. This is the skill. And how do you get this skill? When your mind is calm and serene. जैसे दंत मंजन करके जाते हैं ना ऑफिस, ऐसे ऑफिस जाने से पहले थोड़ी देर बैठ जाइए, मेडिटेशन कर लीजिए, मन को शांत. You meditate, you get into the quiet space within you. Then when you come out, your ideas will be clear. You will know, your intuitive ability will come across. You might have noticed most of your success happens with your intuitive thoughts. बुद्धि कुछ कहता मगर आपके अंदर से कुछ भाव होता है ऐसे करना है. When you do that, then you succeed. Right? So this is what we must put our attention on. You see? मैं फिर कभी टाइम हो तो मेरा यहाँ के उल्फा के लोगों से जो जंगल में थे, जो चाइना में थे, बर्मा में थे, उन लोगों से मेरा संवाद कैसे कैसे हुआ, क्या क्या हुआ, अभी का नहीं, मैं 15-20 साल की पहले की बात कर रहा हूँ. वो मैं विस्तार से बताऊंगा आपको. सिर्फ बात करने से ही काफी लोग अपना शस्त्र वस्त्र छोड़ के न मेन स्ट्रीम में आने के लिए तैयार हो जाते हैं. अभी तो हमारा सरकार इसकी तरफ इतना ओपन है. They are so open, and Hemantoji has done commendable job in bringing the militancy down and bringing people together. आपको he needs a big applause in contributing to all the 7 sister states, because he is seeing all the 7 sister states as part of his team. Though he is a CM of Assam, he has equal concern about all other states also. I must tell you this. This is a secret. I don't know whether he has shared or not. He knows the 7 sister states are interdependent. And if we keep fighting among ourselves, we'll be wasting time, resource, energy, and our lives. So we need to have a right coordination, right vision, and which he's anyway giving. Now it's the time for us to implement. So to implement, what are the obstacles that come to you? We discussed a few points. Now if there are something more, you can ask those questions and I will come with any ideas that I have to tell you. And don't hesitate to ask questions. As I said, you also should allow your subordinates to ask you questions. And I think it's a very good practice. सब एक दूसरे को देख रहे हैं. प्रश्न नहीं है क्या? One minute. माइक आ रहा है आपको.
Guruji Pranam. Quite often we become very impatient. If somebody says something or asks something, we tend to give the reply very quickly, and in that process quite often we give the wrong reply, or we also hurt the sentiments of the people. Quite often later on we realize that actually I have used the wrong word, but that moment was not within control.
Yeah.
So how to take care of that? Can you help us?
Yes. You know, when there is so much work pressure, it is normal, natural to feel stressed. And when you are stressed, anybody asks a question, you just want to give like that. This is where meditation in the morning will help you tremendously. And breathing, kriya. 5 minute ka kriya karke subah morning, if you do 5 minutes, 10 minutes of kriya and meditation, you will find the difference when you get to the office. Your words will be such that it brings more pleasantness to people around you. Yeah. Yes.
Guruji, you are famous as a peace envoy. Would you be attempting at some stage to bring the Russia-Ukraine war to an end?
Yeah. Many people ask me this question around the world. I think I'll just leave that for now, because it is beyond my purview as of now. I wouldn't say that, yeah. See, war is worst act of reason. If you listen to Mr. Putin, you will find he is right. If you listen to Zelensky, you find he is right. So a neutral country like India can play a big role. I think I'll leave that to our Prime Minister to do something there. Yeah. Yes?
Guruji, you said that there are 3 types of people in a team. My question is that is it possible to motivate all as one team, as a Achhe type of people or not?
No, together they can all work. You should not keep them separate. In every team there will be 4 excellent people and 4 mediocre and 4 completely hopeless. So what we need to do, don't put the hopeless person on the top. Then you will have problem. The hopeless person should be on the ground level, like the mat on. And the mediocre in the middle. And the really efficient people on the top. Then it's easy for you to work. Right? See, there are 2 ways of doing things. One is karma yoga, that is, you do it with passion. Another is you do it, Are karna hai bhai, when you have to do it, let me do it. See, like a school teacher can be karma yogi teacher or a karma yogi teacher. Karma yogi teacher, she's so concerned about every student passing, her class becoming strong. And a karma yogi teacher, Are humko kya hai? I am getting my salary. Let me be at peace. Let me take my money and go and be in my home. That type of attitude. इसमें एक बदलावट लाना है. This can come only through spiritual or meditation. See, our Mahatma Gandhi could unite the whole country not by political speech. What did he do? He had satsangs. When in the name of satsang people united those days, and he was a Mahatma, so people flocked in. And then he gave them the vision of a free India. So what I'm saying, I'm not saying you all do satsang. वो नहीं possible है. What I'm saying is that we can change this tendency of, we'll do it later, tomorrow, laid back tendency to a more dynamism. ये हम ला सकते हैं. This is what I want to make a point.
Guruji, namaskar. My name is Meenakshi Sundaram. I hail from the same district as yours, Tirunelveli, near to Papanasam, Suttamalli. Guruji, my question is this. Humanity, right from its inception, has been stuck up in identities, whether linguistic, religion, region, and whatnot. And right from its inception, started to think, has been stuck up in conflict. Because people stick up to one or the other identities, get into groups, and then religions, all the major religions came about, and they also tried to preach peace by asking people to subsume identity under a bigger concept of humanity. But then religion itself has become the cause of conflict, and you have the national conflict. But in your case, you have somehow, all of us would like to know from you, what is the secret, what is the mantra, or what is the way by which you have reached out beyond these identities and you are building peace, constituency across the world? Thank you.
I would like to tell you, I don't know. I don't know. I don't consider myself any special. I leave it to the analytics and critics to find out. But I am the way I am, and everyone feel connected to me, people all over the world. And I don't feel a foreigner in any country, in any place, you know. I am in Assam, I don't feel that I am in a state which is not mine. No, I feel I am in my own place. You know, I have a sense of belongingness with everybody, and so do they have. See, whatever we are, That gets reflected back to us. If we have an open mind, everyone will be open mind with us. You know? Our mind is very, very important role to play. Our mind has the most important role to play. And today mental health is the biggest issue. We all have to work for that. You know, you hire a person, and if he's not mentally okay, what you will do? In Europe, they say 1 in every 4 person is mentally sick. 4 आदमी को आप काम में लगाओगे तो उनमें से एक तो गॉन केस है. तो मेंटल हेल्थ के बारे में भी हमको बहुत ध्यान रखना पड़ेगा. And one more thing, what I have observed here, Assam people are so nice, so peace-loving. They are so good. But sometimes they are laid back also. That's my experience. Am I right? Am I right? So, वो एक क्रॉप आता है तो उससे संतुष्ट होके बैठ जाते हैं. They are not thinking, अरे I can take 3 crops here. एक ही क्रॉप कर लेते हैं, जितना आता है उसमें एक तरह से अच्छा है, मगर दूसरी तरफ से स्टेट के प्रोग्रेस के लिए या वो खुद के प्रोग्रेस के लिए उनको सोचना पड़ेगा या उनको ये विजन देना पड़ेगा. अरे भाई चलो तुम लोग यहाँ दुबरी में कर रहे हो, जितना है तो दो क्रॉप निकाल सकते हो, मल्टीपल क्रॉप निकाल सकते हो, और नेचुरल फार्मिंग कर सकते हो, और फल you can put fruit growing trees on the boundaries of your land. These ideas they don't think about. भात आता है तो भात ही वो धान लगाते हैं, they put paddy and one crop, they are happy. All the way from here to Arunachal Pradesh, I am saying, in all these areas, Nalbadi के टाइप पे और down south, Dhubri maybe. Many times I interacted with the farmers. They are very happy, peaceful people, but they're satisfied with just one crop. So you have to tell them, no, I want you to do 2 crops, at least if not 3. Because rain is too much here, but you can definitely bring 2 crops in a year. So like this, we need to slowly motivate people and get them out of their, boundaries. हम क्या करते हैं? We live in a small boundary. Box में रहते हैं. उससे बाहर का सोचना हमको शुरू करना चाहिए.
Guruji, good morning our Chief Minister, and good morning the House. I have a simple question. Guruji, you have talked on the positivity, how to bring out the best from the human resources. Again, there is a fact that the ambience has got an influence on us. The ambience we are working in, the surrounding that we are in. So when we can control ourselves to bring out the positivity among ourselves, how can we take care of the ambience? Can you please throw light on that? Thank you.
Listen, till now you have been through many different ambiences, correct? Right? And when you are strong, you influence your atmosphere rather than getting influenced by the atmosphere. That is maturity. Yeah? You have to be matured by that. Okay? Challenges do come. The more stronger you are, the more challenges you will have to face. But remember, you will be able to get over all the challenges. This confidence you must get. And how do you get that confidence? Meditation. Yeah, please. How to motivate Assamese farmers to go for double cropping. Yeah. We need to give them some orientation, education on that. A small, short seminars, maybe for 2 days, 3 days seminar to them, talking to them, listening to them, and tell them this is possible. Hey, you can do this. You know? And I tell you, this has happened in Maharashtra, in the Vidarbha district, where there used to be so many suicide. Last March, when I was in Bangalore, 1,000 farmers, actually they planned for 10,000 because of the corona time. We said, no, 1,000 farmers took the aeroplane for the very first time to just come to me Bangalore and just say, Pranam karna hai Gurudev ko, thanks bolna hai karke. First time they came in the plane, because they got 3 crops. And these people were never got more than 1 lakh of. Now they are getting 5 to 10 lakh per year. So their amdani, their income has gone so much. And they're so happy, I tell you. 10,000 farmers there, then Latur, Vidarbha, all these area.
Guruji.
We will, another time I can show you the complete picture of what transformation we can bring it to the farmers.
Guruji, I had a question here.
Yeah.
You talked about the importance of meditation to bring inner peace and calm to yourself. On the other side, there is also a fact that dissatisfaction with your present lot is a powerful motivator to progress, to do something better, to improve your lot. So on one hand, you would want a sense of satisfaction, calm in doing things, or be content with your lot. On the other, you want a lifestyle which is there, for example, in the West, although not its consumerism. How do you sort of square this circle?
Now, dynamism is not frustration. Or being peaceful, calm is not being complacent. We must make a difference here between these two. If you say stress can be a big motivating factor, I want to tell you Afghanistan has been the most stressed part of the world. Anything creative has come out of it? Lebanon, Beirut has been the most stressful part of the world. Has anything creative come out of Lebanon? Nothing. So, if it's a temporary stress just for a short period, it can work. It's like anger, you know. If someone is never angry and shows one little anger sometime, it works. But if you are angry every day, what the people working under you say, oh, saap to hamesha aise gussa karte hain bhai. Don't care, attitude aa jata hai. Isn't it? So, if you make your anger sparing and your smile more cheaper, you will be successful. But if your anger is very much there, almost every day you are shouting at somebody, and people below you, they take, ye to hamesha aise, you know, he is always like that. वो तो ऐसे चिल्लाते रहते हैं. So your anger will have zero value. So I would say your anger must be expensive and smile must be cheaper.
Gurudev, one of your works is entitled God Loves Fun. What kind of fun does God love?
Don't take it too seriously. That's what I mean to say. हम हर चीज इतना seriously लेके मुंह लटका के बैठते. Even what we consider as religious practice, see, look at the face of the people. There is no prasannata, there is no happiness, there is no joy. भगवान ऐसे पसंद करते क्या? Just take, if you say God is your father, God is your mother, will mother ever want to see children being very serious and having a long face? Tell me. Huh? What, as parents, what do you expect from your children? Happy, haste, khelte, prasanna rahe. You know, the whole essence in Gita is prasadastu prasannata. Prasanna rahe. See, that's why in our country, in our tradition, in the whole, in the temple we give prasad. Prasad means what? You eat something and be happy. हर तरह से प्रसन्नता. You for something for your eyes, you get a gamcha, you get shawl, you don't get it anywhere else. In our country, this is a speciality. You are given a chunari. You go to Kamakya, what they give? They give a shawl or not, gamcha? Who gave? And then, so all your senses are also pleased and say, come on, be happy. This is the essence. Unfortunately, today we find religion being taken so seriously. People have such a long face. And भगवान को लगता भाग जाएंगे यहाँ से, ये कहाँ आ गए हम. तो इसलिए मैं कहता हूँ कि प्रसन्न होके हम काम करते रहे. I know how to.
Shall I ask? Gurudev, you were talking about being a parent. A parent can have a child who is intelligent, a parent can have a child who is hopeless. But a parent, when he has a very intelligent child and a hopeless child, will focus on the hopeless child, not on the intelligent child. He will try and make the hopeless child better.
Correct.
So I somehow find it a little contradictory when you say that hopeless ko niche rakho, because nobody is hopeless. Everybody has a chance to become very good. So how do you, as a parent, actually categorize? Is that right to categorize?
नहीं, नीचे रखो माने don't give them the highest responsibility. Do you get it? You know your son is hopeless, one of the child is hopeless, and you give them the responsibility which he cannot shoulder. What will happen? He will also collapse, your work will also collapse. Do you agree with me? Huh? You give him what he can do or she can do. Right? Someone is hopeless. Say, suppose you have a very uncommitted person working under you. Right? He may take off and take holiday any time for any excuse. And you have an important paper to be, a project to finish. Will you give it to that person or you will give it to someone whom you have more confidence this person will do it? You naturally will give it to someone, oh, this person is reliable. Hopeless means whom? Someone who is not that reliable. But you have to keep them also with you. And slowly make them understand. That needs a time and effort. That needs that you have to be a guru for that person too. वो गुरु का काम करना पड़ेगा वहाँ. Yeah. Yes.
Pranam Gurudev. I just wanted to ask you.
You can give your introduction also.
I'm Anamika Tiwari. I'm the Labour Commissioner now of Assam. In my office, Gurudev, I have often seen my subordinate staff. They come at 12 o'clock and then often they want back up around 4 o'clock. So often it happens that they lose out on some important official work. And how to bring in the work ethics among, like the professionalism, I feel that compared to other states, Assam has a sort of, as you said, laid back attitude. Do you think that it has to be inculcated in the education system, like professionalism and work ethics? And
yes, some training. It has to be given, made as a part of training. You know, I can give you one tip for your department. You can say, see, this week we are all going to be here sharp at 9 o'clock. Call them all, talk to them. Will you all agree? Huh? So, 1 week, just ask for only 1 week. You will see they will do it. And then, you can slowly get them out of those habits. Meditation definitely will help. Here also I would tell you that you should give them this experience. Because what happens with this training, your commitment level goes higher. You feel committed. Integrity comes up. And clarity comes in the mind. When a person is not clear what they want for themselves, they're so confused. When they're confused about themselves, what work they will do for anybody else? Right? That's why in short I say, violence-free society, disease-free body, confusion-free mind, inhibition-free intellect, trauma-free memory, sorrow-free soul is the birthright of every individual. So shall we do a short meditation? Huh? Huh?
Is the platform is open for media person? No, it is not a press one.
See, any setup, what we need is a stress-free and violence-free atmosphere. And each one of you can create such an atmosphere. Don't undermine yourself. Many times we don't know how much we can do, what all power we have. I want to here mention, there was an agriculture officer, director of agriculture from Maharashtra state, and there was one director of agriculture from Karnataka state. After their retirement, they came to me. Gurudev, want to do some seva. I told them, why don't you take up? So one was expert in river, another was expert in, advising the farmers and planning the farming. Can you imagine in a short period of time, they could revive 48 rivers which were not there. You don't have water problem here in Assam, but down south, water is the biggest problem. The water which had gone down 1,200 feet, 1,200 feet down, come back to now 50 feet, 40 feet, 10 feet in many places. It was a very big difference. And who could make people who are retired from their government post, after that they could take such things. So I'm telling you, you all have tremendous potential. You don't have to wait till your retirement to do some good job. You can do it right now when you are here. You can have a greater vision, set up a vision, share the vision with your team, keep the time goal, time limit. It's already been given by our Chief Minister Sahab, But the time limit he has given 26, na? 26, 2 years, almost 3 years are there. 3 years is a long time. So, you have the time, you have the energy, you have resources, you have the vision. You only need to make the team work. For that, I have mentioned you many of this. One last thing I would like to say before we go into meditation is, it is natural to get angry. Correct? When you give a job to somebody and they don't do it, it's normal for you to get angry. But don't sit on the anger forever. A healthy anger is that which stays only as long you draw a line on the surface of water. It is healthy anger. Yeah? And on the other side, if it is not a healthy anger, it is a punishment that you give it to yourself. Anger is the punishment you give it to yourself for someone else's mistake. कोई और मिस्टेक करता है तो आप गुस्सा करते हैं. अपना मन को कितना नुकसान होता है, बुद्धि में कितना नुकसान होता है, नर्वस सिस्टम को कितना तनाव होता है. 10 बार आप गुस्सा करते हैं दिन में, आपका ब्लड प्रेशर, आपका नर्वस सिस्टम में, आपका एंडोक्राइन ग्लैंड्स में इतना फर्क पड़ने लगता है. You are losing your health by this. And you are losing your positive vibes by this. Which is not called for, which is not necessary. है ना? When there was no toothbrush, people used to do dantamanjan with the roots of that people tree. Right? Banyan trees. Banyan tree का या नीम के ट्री के दो उससे दंत मंजन कर. अब हमारे पास टूल्स है, हमारे पास ब्रश है, तो हम क्यों नीम लेके रगड़े? अच्छे से ब्रश करो. इसी तरह से समय समय पर हमको प्रकृति दे देती है जो हमको चाहिए. प्रकृति पर हमें विश्वास रखना चाहिए. तो अभी हम ध्यान करें. लाइट्स थोड़ा कम करें. जो खड़े हैं वो सब बैठ जाए. और सब अपना फोन बंद कर लीजिए. मैं स्टॉप क्लॉक रखता हूँ, देखता हूँ कितने देर का ध्यान होगा. Standing mic. Yes. Can you hear me? Okay. Now, how many of you get neck and shoulder pains after working for a couple of hours? Raise your hands. How many of you get the shoulder में neck दर्द होने लगता है? Once again, raise your hands. Let me see. I am going to give you a technique which will just take it like that. Yeah? Okay. Now lift your hands up and spread all the 10 fingers. Stretch as much as you can and then turn it. दर्द हो रहा है? अच्छा, फिर hand, shake your hands. Now what you do, you put all these 8 fingers in the back of the head and your thumb near your jaws, TMJ. And all the 8 fingers are touching the back of your head. Is it touching? Now what you do is you don't move your head but only your eyes. Move your eyes to the right side. When you move your eyes to the right side, can you see the nose on the left side? Yeah? See your nose on the left side. Left side nose and your eyes are to the right side. And now look to your right side and left side and see the right side nose. Now again move your eyes. Don't close your eyes. Now look up and down, up and down, up, ceiling. Look at the ceiling and the floor. Ceiling and the floor, and then left and right. Now roll your eyes. ये भरतनाट्यम वाले सब करते हैं ना आंखें ऐसे. Roll your eyes clockwise. Up, left, down, right. Up, left, down, right. 3 बार clockwise और 3 बार एंटी क्लॉकवाइज. नीचे से बाएं तरफ और ऊपर. Look up and look to the right side, and then down, left, up, right, down. Roll, roll, roll your eyes and roll it back. दर्द हो रहा है? और हाथ झाड़ दीजिए. अब देखिए. Do you feel the difference? How many of you feel the difference? There? Just 2 minutes, 1 minute is enough. If you do in between your work, hold. Did you feel something in the fingers when you are rolling your eyes? Huh? Yeah, some sensation? Yeah, you will feel some sensation on the fingertips. When the eye movement happens, it releases lot of stress. One more thing I want to tell you, very important. Are you all here? Listen. When you watch the screen for too long, you don't blink. As long as you're watching a screen, you don't blink your eyes. When you don't blink your eyes, the creative part of your brain stops working. So the scientists today say you must keep blinking your eyes. After you watch the screen for some time, later on you must start blinking. Even while watching, it's good to blink. When you blink, you activate that part of your brain which is creativity, which is connected to creativity. Okay? Is it a good news? हाँ? So बच्चों को भी बोलिए घर पे. स्क्रीन में हम क्या करते हैं, सुबह से फोन देखते रहते हैं, देन स्क्रीन देखते हैं, देन लैपटॉप में बैठ जाते हैं, ब्लिंकिंग ही भूल जाते हैं. We must blink our eyes. So we'll start today's meditation with little bit of blinking. Okay? Yeah. Let's shake our hands and keep blinking. Blink your eyes. Blink and blink and blink. Till your eyelids become heavier. Now stop shaking, but continue blinking. Continue blinking. Faster and faster and faster. And this is going to stimulate the creative part of our brain. So blink, blink more, more, more. And then squeeze your eyes. Close your eyes tight and squeeze your eyes. फिर आंखें खोल के फिर blink करना शुरू करिए. Blink and blink and blink and blink. Again, close your eyes and squeeze your eyes. And now relax. Keep your eyes closed, body relaxed. आराम से बैठ जाइए. Your back well rested. आराम से पीठ को रेस्ट करते हुए बैठ जाइए. Now I would like you to remember your age. Whatever that is. 50, 60, 70, whatever is your age. Just remember your age. It is the age of your body. And also remember your weight. Whatever is your weight, 70 kilos, 80 kilos, 90 kilos. Remember your weight. Now let's take a deep breath in. Hold the breath and breathe out through the mouth. As you breathe out, Place the weight on the chair you are sitting. Place your weight on the chair you are sitting. We came into this planet weighing just 5 kilos or 4 kilos, and today we weigh 65 kilos, 70 kilos. Honor your own body. This body won't be with us forever. Another 20, 30, 40 years later, this body is going to become ashes and will be part of the earth. Let us honor this body when we have it. Take your attention to your feet. Relax your feet. Your feet is giving you mobility. Honor your own feet. And take your attention through your calf muscle and shin. Feel the tissues, the bones. And take your attention to your knees. Scan through your own body. Let your mind penetrate your own body. Layers of skin, tissues, muscles, bones, nerves and veins and arteries, thighs and hips. Slowly bring your attention from knees to thighs and hips and lower abdomen. Become aware of the lower abdomen. And come up. Upper abdomen. Arms, chest. Become aware of your clothes, the skin. Go inside your skin and tissues, the bones. Don't need to visualize it, just feel it. सिर्फ ध्यान ले जाइए, उसको कल्पना मत करें, महसूस करें, feel it. And then shoulders and both arms, the blood vessels, veins. Relax your arms. ढीला छोड़ दें. And the spinal column, feet, back and the spinal column. Neck and the throat. Notice there is so much stress in the body. Let it be there. No hurry to get them out. They'll go on their own. we simply keep relaxing. Let's take another deep breath in. Now with a big smile, hold the breath with a big smile and then let go. Once again, breathe in through your nostrils with a smile and hold the breath and breathe out through the mouth. And relax your whole head and the whole body. Honor your own body. It's the most precious gift to you from nature, from God. Of our life, the breath. Like fish in the water, we are in air. Feel the air all around you and inside of you. Pay attention to the incoming breath and outgoing breath. If this breath stops, our body has zero value. Let us honor our own breath, which has been our companion from the time we came into this planet till our last moment. Breathe in, honoring the breath, and breathe out and honor the outgoing breath. Welcome the incoming breath as you would do to an honored guest. And see off the outgoing breath as you would do to a dear friend. Let us do this for 5 deep breaths. Breathe in, honoring the breath, and breathe out. Now we will move on to the third dimension, the mind. Our body is like the wick of a lamp. Our mind is like the glow. Our body is like the wick of a candle. The mind is like the glow all around it. Become aware of your mind, which is all around you and inside of you. Like a flame. Whatever thoughts are coming in the mind, just let them come. Good thoughts, bad thoughts, let them all come. Embrace them all. Another deep breath in and let go and relax more. Now become aware of the space towards your right side. Take your mind all the way to the right wall of this hall. Become aware of the space between your body and the wall. Now become aware of the space behind you up to the back wall. Let the mind expand. Now bring your attention to your left side and take your attention to the wall on the left side. Just imagine only you are here, and that's it. Now let's bring our attention to the front side and take your attention all the way to the wall on the front side. Let's take another deep breath in with a big smile and breathe out with a smile. As the body relaxes, the mind expands. And as the mind expands, body finds relaxation. Let's take our attention to the top of the head. And become aware of the empty space above your head. Keep your attention in the space above your head up to the ceiling of this hall. Let go and relax. Relax more and more. Any tension, anything, anywhere, let it be. Just keep expanding. Relax. There is nothing to do now and nothing to know either. ना कुछ जानना है ना ही कुछ करना है इस वक्त. केवल विश्राम करें. Let go of all your efforts. सब तरह का प्रयत्न छोड़ दें और विश्राम में जाए. Let every cell in our brain start to expand and relax. Start to smile. You are peace. Become aware of the vast sky and relax. Om Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavant. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shanti Shanti Shanti. सब तरह की प्रयत्न छोड़ दें, विश्राम करें। मुस्कुराते मुस्कुराते एक गहरी सांस लीजिए और धीरे धीरे छोड़ें। Breathe in with a smile. Breathe out with a smile. Let the smile percolate to the back of your head. Just imagine the back of your head is also smiling. Your ears are expanding and smiling. And every cell in our brain is relaxing, smiling, expanding. Let the smile percolate into the whole body. Come down to your throat. As though the throat is smiling, the neck is smiling. Let the smile descend to our shoulders, collarbone. And gently bring that sense of smile to your chest and arms. And keep smiling, and the smile is now coming all the way to the stomach, navel, your legs, your whole body is smiling. You are smiling from your whole body. शरीर के कण कण आनंद से भरा हुआ है, ऐसा भाव करके विश्राम करें। एक और गहरी सांस लीजिए और सांस छोड़ते छोड़ते धीरे धीरे आंखें खोल सकते हो। Take your time and slowly open your eyes. कैसा था? How was it? हाँ? इधर पीछे, how was it? हाँ? बात करने का मन नहीं कर रहा। You know how long you meditated? 24 minutes. How many of you didn't feel the time? हाँ, इस तरह से 20 minutes, 22 minutes रोज अपना करते रहेंगे ना, you feel so energetic. अच्छा लगेगा। और ये सभी धर्म के लोग कर सकते हैं। क्या कहते हैं? ओम शांति शांति शांति, यही बोलते हैं आखिरी में। ओम माने प्रेम और शांति, और सब शांति मिले। सब लोग स्वीकार करते हैं इसको। Lovely, very nice. Nice to be with you. You have a short video on film on. आप कुछ बताएं। हाँ।
For information of everyone, subject to availability of Guruji's time slot, 5,000 youth and we all will go to Bangalore Ashram and we'll celebrate Assam Day in Bangalore Ashram. There are so many singers in Bangalore Ashram who sing Assamese song more fluently than any one of us. And that day I was there, and right from Borgit to everything, they can sing anything. So with little mixer from our side, from that side, and we'll take, my proposal is we'll take 3,000 brilliant students from Assam who did well in their secondary education and something like that. And then some of us will go there and will spend 2 to 3 days in a nice environment, so that when these 5,000 people come back, they become ambassador of peace, love, and everything. Thank you. गुरुजी हमें कुछ सोलर लाइट्स भी दे रहा है, and we'll make sure that this solar light goes to where our grid cannot go and to the most interior places. And I think few of us will take the responsibility to ensure that each of solar light goes to the most deserving people.
Thank you, Gurudev, for a truly transformational session, the likes of which I, and I'm sure I'm speaking for many others here, have never ever experienced. Ladies and gentlemen, we would now have a short presentation on how Gurudev's teachings are helping professionals all across the world. I invite Mr. Gaurav Gaur to make the presentation, please.
Presentation. Yes. Namaskar, Honorable Chief Minister Sir, all the delegates here, dearest Gurudev. Actually, that was a master class on leadership, Gurudev. Thank you for that. Just to quickly share a bit about myself. My name is Gaurav. I'm a graduate of IIT Bombay. I started off a career in banking, did an MBA in the US. I was working on Wall Street. And as my career progressed, I was facing all these issues. The stress in my life was increasing. I was doing well, apparently, but I was unhappy and I was feeling so tired. And then I came across Gurudev's teachings. And through those teachings, I found that I gained greater success while staying happy. And that inspired me so much that 12 years ago, I left my banking career. And now I have the privilege to share Gurudev's teachings worldwide through the TLEX Institute that Gurudev founded 40 years ago. It's a global organization with offices in 11 countries. And through the TLEX Institute, we actually provide corporate training and leadership development. So through these trainings and the leadership development programs, all these ideas that Gurudev shared with us, they help translate into your own experience and you can start to implement them in your lives. We work with over 1,500 clients worldwide in 60 countries, and nearly 500,000 people have been through these training programs. We work with some of the biggest companies in India, like the Tata Group, Adani's, Wipro, and also worldwide, companies like Google, Apple, Microsoft, organizations like the World Health Organization, the World Bank, and even universities like Harvard and MIT. And we get a chance to work with some of the most senior leaders in these organizations. And one thing we find common across these leaders is that they set ambitious targets for their organizations and they're in a hurry to achieve them. And that might sound familiar to you as the leadership team of Assam. You have set great targets and goals for the state of Assam, for the people of Assam. And in achieving this will require a lot of hard work, will need a lot of perseverance. And in doing that, sometimes it can bring us stress. It can affect our well-being. And in fact, data is suggesting that. So this is the latest report from Deloitte on the mental health in the workplace in India. And what they have reported is that 80% of the Indian workforce reported mental health issues last year. 47% of those said that workplace stress was the biggest factor of their poor mental health. And actually $14 billion are lost in India every year due to poor mental health of the workforce. So we are living in a world which is very uncertain. It is volatile, complex. And in this world, when we are living that life, actually Gurudev's words ring so true, where he said, the more instability there is in the world, the more important it is to manage our emotions and find that inner stability. But managing emotions and finding inner stability is not always easy. Unfortunately, neither at home nor in school do we get taught how to do that. And that is where Gurudev's teachings come in. We usually try to control our mind with the mind. If something upsets us, we think, okay, I don't want to think about it anymore. Or I want to focus on something else. That works for a little bit, but doesn't bring a long-lasting change. But Gurudev has given us this secret of the power of the breath, that through the breath we can influence the mind. And why the breath? Because the mind and emotions are very closely connected. As the state of mind changes, our breathing changes. So when we are upset, how's the breathing? We breathe faster. When we are very anxious, we can even struggle to breathe properly. So with every emotion, the breathing changes. But if you know the right breathing techniques, you can use them to change the state of the mind. And talking of right breathing techniques, Sudarshan Kriya is Gurudev's gift to the world. It's a powerful rhythmic breathing technique that relieves stress from physical, mental, and emotional level and gives us long-lasting relaxation and well-being. Now, there are over 150 research papers that universities like Harvard and Yale have written on the benefits of Sudarshan Kriya. There are 5 key benefits I want to highlight today to you. One is it reduces stress. It helps us manage emotions. But more importantly, also for us here in this audience, it actually improves productivity. It helps our teams perform better. And it makes us better leaders. And to demonstrate that, there's 2 or 3 key research that I want to take your attention to. So this is a research that was done on how Sudarshan Kriya affects stress. So serum cortisol is the stress hormone in the system. So what the scientists did, they took 3 groups. One group which had been practicing Sudarshan Kriya for 2 months. The second group was beginners who were just going to learn it for the first time. And the third group was a group that used to relax listening to classical music. And then they took the first and the second group through a session of Sudarshan Kriya, and during that time, the third group just listened to classical music. They measured the serum cortisol levels of all the 3 groups before the Sudarshan Kriya session and then after the session. And these are the results. So before the session, what they saw is that people who had never done any kind of practice, their cortisol levels were about 375. But those who were practitioners of Sky, theirs were much lower, around 150. When they went through this session, then from 375 for the beginners, it falls to nearly 150. But the regular practitioners, theirs also goes down from about 175 to 80. Now you will notice that with the classical music, also cortisol levels comes down, but with time it goes back up again. So the result is not long-lasting. So the study concluded 2 main things. It said there's a 56% reduction in stress the first time you experience Sudarshan Kriya, but more importantly, regular practitioners of Sudarshan Kriya have 70% less stress than everybody else. Talking of productivity, I'm sure you're aware of this idea of being in the zone or the flow. Many sports people talk about it, where you are really focused on something, 30 minutes go by and it feels like just 5 minutes. And when that happens, actually we don't feel tired. We feel energized by that. And that is the state of flow. Now, there are many ways to come into flow, but Sudarshan Kriya allows you to get to that state. And this is what the scientists have said. Through the use of Kriya, it enhances our brain function. And the combination of theta, alpha, and the beta waves is what the scientists claim is the flow state. Now, what is the great benefit of being in the flow state? This is a study done by McKinsey. It's a 10-year study with 5,000 executives, which showed that those of us who are in a flow state are 5 times more productive than those who are not. I want to show you just one last research. This is done by Harvard, which shows that in 8 weeks of practice of these techniques, actually your brain structure physically changes. And what does that do? It increases the gray matter density of the hippocampus, and it decreases the gray matter density in the amygdala, the part of the brain which responds to stress. Yeah. And as a result, your stress increases, but self-awareness increases. Stress reduces, self-awareness increases. Why is self-awareness important? Because that has an effect on teams. And the research shows that teams with higher self-awareness, they make better decisions, they collaborate better, and they manage conflicts better. So on one side, the use of these techniques helps us relax better, but it also is helping us be more productive and even helping our teams. And to that effect, here is this last study, which was actually done with almost 1,200 TLEX participants in 30 different countries. And this is what they shared. They said 90% of them, it helps them stay calm in difficult situations. For 93%, they said it actually, while staying calm in difficult situations, it helped them enhance their performance. For 87%, it helps them connect better with their colleagues, work better with their colleagues, and 83% said it improved their focus on the job. So with that, I want to just thank you for your attention. If there are any specific questions, I'm happy to take those. Just thank you so much. Yes, please, sir.
I do a lot of work on first person and neural science. This flow was used by Michael Kaminsky in an entirely different context.
Yes.
You know that, no?
Yes.
Where the skill level matches the job level. I mean, it doesn't come in here.
Yes.
So flow was used by Michael Kaminsky in the 70s, who was a great psychologist.
Yes.
So flow, I don't know how relevant it is here, you know? Yes. The entire research on flow is in a different direction.
Yes, yes, absolutely. So, as I said, there are many different ways of getting into flow. I fully agree with that. And the point being that if we are in a state of flow, then it is helping with productivity, and that's the larger point that we were sharing. Yeah. Great. Thank you so much.
That was indeed quite an informative presentation. Thank you, sir. We would now like to felicitate Gurudev Shri Shri Ravi Sankar ji. I would request Honorable Chief Minister of Assam, Dr. Himanta Biswa Sarma, to kindly do the honors, please. Thank you once again. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, we would now have a short tea break and would reconvene here after half an hour. Thank you so much. Gaurav.